Hello. Okay, so today, what are we doing? We're doing some would you rather with chat. Would you rather save one human at the cost of 100 dogs, or save 100 dogs at the cost of one human? Oh no.
Round one.
This isn't an easy decision.
There's 100 dogs is a lot more than just one single human, but the lifespan of a dog is much, much shorter than a human. It also could be a really good human. Like, you know what I mean? Like, can we pick shitty dogs? Could we get someone to volunteer to be the human? I feel like if I don't say save the dogs, everyone's gonna hate me. But no brainer, dogs win. I agree, but I don't. See, I'm struggling with, because I kind of want to say to save the human, because I love dogs and everything. I love animals in general. But like, it is a human life, and a human life definitely can branch out and affect a lot more people than a dog's life, I think. If it's one person from death row, it could be, but it couldn't be. It could literally be anything. It could be like a kid, an innocent little kid. You're killing literally somebody's child. Here's the problem. I think chat's gonna be mad at me, and I am sorry. I know that chat is definitely, they're voting to save the dogs, but I am going to save the one human. It's a hard one. It's a hard one for me. It's a human. It's a human. It's a human life. It could be somebody's child. Would you rather constant interruptions in a conversation or always being corrected even if you are right? This one's hard. This one's hard. Constant interruptions in a conversation. That would mean that you could never get your point across at all to anyone. I feel like I'm leaning more towards always being corrected even if you're right, because at least to the other people that aren't correcting you, you got your point across and they could at least be aware that you are right and you are explaining it properly. Whereas the constant interruptions of the conversation can sometimes make you look like the asshole even when you're not being, because the person that keeps interrupting you is probably gonna piss you off, and then if you know, retaliate against them, it could probably end up making you look like the asshole.
Oh, wow.
Isn't number 2 basically the life of a streamer as it is? That's actually so true. So I'm gonna go with always being corrected even if you're right. But to be corrected, you have to be interrupted. That's not true. You can literally state your full point, and at the end, someone would be like, actually, did you know that you're actually incorrect? Would you rather get 1 penny each time you blink, or $100 each time you fart? I just blinked like 5 times during that. How many pennies are in $100? 1,000? 10,000 pennies? How many pennies? Is it 10,000? Oh, 10,000. You have to blink 10,000 times. Hold on, let me, how many times on average do you blink in a day? Okay, let's do some quick math, okay? On average, most people blink around 15 to 20 times each minute. I thought it said per day. I'm like, what? Which means while you're awake, you probably blink 900 to 12,000 times an hour, 14,400 to 19,200 times a day. So $192 a day. $192 a day times 365 days a year. So you have about $70,000 a year.
Oh, well, that's pretty good.
Now, on average, how much do people fart? Actually, let's go by women. They actually don't at all. This is all lies, propaganda, but I'll go with this. Each day, most people, including women, produce 1 to 3 pints of gas. It's about 14 to 23 times a day. Okay, so let's say 20. Let's say 20 times 365 days in the year. Okay, you definitely will get way more for farting. Or if you're Amaranth, you'll get $1,000 every time you fart. So she's already proven that business model works. Yeah, $100 each time you fart. Well, I guess you could. Okay, I was gonna say you can make yourself fart though, like you can eat stuff. But I'm like, you can make yourself blink. Okay, hold on. It's a lot easier to make yourself blink than it is to make yourself fart. You can't just fart on command, but you can blink on command. Like, just sit like that every day. If you just, okay, wait, think of it this way though. If you just blink normally all year, you have enough to like full-time job. Are you sure about that? Bro, actively thinking about blinking every waking second sounds fucking miserable. Oh my God, that's so true. You know what? Y'all right. Oh, it's already bothering me thinking about it. Yeah, $100 every time you fart. Okay, let's break this down. If you pump air into your ass and then release it, is that a fart? No, it's your body releasing gas. Wait. It's your body releasing gas, but if you pump air into your ass, technically you are pumping different gases into you and you're technically releasing the gases. Definition, fart. Emit gas from the anus. The word fart comes from the Old English word fjorten, which means to break wind. Did you guys know that? Would you rather have all your clothes fit perfectly or have the most comfortable bed in existence? This is so fucking easy. This is so easy. Hands down easy. Obviously, have all your clothes fit perfectly.
Check. Hey, what are those?
That is way more of a mental stress than anything else I've ever had to go through. And on top of that, I would hate to have the most comfortable bed in existence. I would never leave it. If it was that comfortable, I already struggle with getting out of bed in the morning. If it was the most comfortable bed in existence, how the fuck would you ever get anything done?
She's got a point.
Would you rather every third thought you have, you say out loud, or never be alone no matter what you're doing? Here's the thing. You can cheat the system with this one, right? Every third thought you have, you can just try to, I feel like you would eventually train yourself to make that third thought not that bad. Because never be alone no matter what you're doing. I feel like this is going to ruin any relationship you ever have. Unless it's like, if you're with somebody, then that's okay. I was thinking this thing that has to always be with you. It didn't say it needs to be human. That's also true. Never be alone no matter what you're doing. Just bring a pet. That's also true. At least this way, you won't die alone, too. This is like future proofing. Couldn't jerk off. Yes, you could. I feel like eventually you'd realize that you'd get comfortable with it. I think eventually you would just have to get comfortable with doing things in public.
Bro, what are you talking about, man?
Isn't Jesus with us all the time anyway? Yes. Do microbes count because there are billions on our body? What does that mean? I mean, we all have microorganisms on our... Slip fit? I will ban you. I'm gonna have to say never be alone no matter what you were doing. I thought it was gonna be one-sided, but now I'm thinking you'd be trying to speak, but you'd constantly be interrupting your own self. It's almost like you would have like a form of Tourette's. Because you would be trying to say something, but you would be constantly interrupting yourself while trying to speak. Would you rather have skin that changes color based on your mood, or tattoos appear all over you showing what happened yesterday? Whoa. What, when they say all over you, do they mean like all over your face and neck and hands, like everywhere? Like, I feel like you would never be able to have any privacy ever. Like, you have a bad day, the next day you're like, I can't show my face. I'm definitely gonna say have skin that changes color based on your mood. Listen, I feel like number one would almost make you a better person because you'd learn to not be passive aggressive and say what you mean. What color is horny? I love that everyone's like, yeah, but what color is horny though? Also, here's the thing, right? Just because your skin turns color doesn't mean that people know what that color means. Strangers wouldn't know. They would just think that you're some strange person. You'd probably be, honestly, you'd become famous for it, 10,000%, or you would be dissected and studied. Would you rather watch a movie with no snacks or drinks, or have all the snacks, but the volume is never right? 10,000% I would rather watch a movie with no snacks or drinks. I hate watching things when the volume is never right. Just constantly struggling and fighting with the volume. Like somebody that just, like a poorly scored film that's like constantly, like the volume is on both ends of the spectrum, piss me off like no other. Would you rather never sleep but constantly feel tired, or never eat but constantly feel hungry? Oh, sleep definitely makes up of, you know, half your life. I hate feeling tired, but I already feel constantly tired even when I do sleep. I'm probably gonna say I would much rather never sleep, because never eat because they feel hungry. That means that you can't eat. That sounds like a curse. I love eating. I love food. I love like a good meal. The fact that you're never allowed to eat is like awful. That sounds awful. They're both curses? Oh yeah, they're both curses. Okay, would you rather only be able to wear clown shoes or not be able to wear any shoes? Do the clown shoes like stay on your feet though? I guess they do, because they fitted to your ankle. I guess clown shoes, because not being able to wear shoes at any time at all sounds very dangerous. I don't like that. I think clown shoes. I think that's a pretty much a no-brainer. I don't want to be wandering around with no shoes ever. I think that one's easy. I would definitely much rather wear clown shoes than never be able to wear shoes at all.